have to put out this announcement every couple months because I end up getting tagged a lot more and DM'd a lot more about it. There are two types of stories that I do not cover on my platform, and that is animal abuse and child abuse. Meet John Dailing of Montrose, California. I understand he's probably upset because his wife filed for divorce and it's not going well, but it doesn't give him permission to harass and assault children. Ordinarily, I'd spend the next 3 minutes dragging this dude to hell and back, but there are
So
much
you
bigger
don't make
issues to discuss.
videos about child abuse. Well, that's exactly what you did with me. Doxing me and lying and making false claims, slandering me, saying I spit on kids, I coughed on kids, I harassed kids, I assaulted kids, I cussed at kids, all while with my own 11-year-old son. And I've been doing it going all the way back 6 months prior to July. So you do make videos about child abuse. Even though you have to say this over and over again every few months, you have to say you don't make videos about child abuse. Yet you did. You made one lying about me, trying to ruin my life. You want to drag me to hell and back. That does make sense. You do know how to get there since you came from there. I know all about hell too. I had to leave my 5th grade son, my 7th grade daughter in California. So I didn't have a vax pass, so I needed to leave them behind just to be able to eat, work, not be homeless, provide for them. I still live 3,000 miles away. They're growing up without a father around. I know all about hell. But I got off lucky, I guess, compared to others. I didn't die in a hospital alone after being starved to death and poisoned with remdesivir. I didn't die from experimental gene therapy, stroke, heart attack, neurological disease, die in my sleep, die while playing soccer, basketball. See, because I didn't take this experimental gene therapy with the red flags all over the place, like Savannah Pharma D here, our exorcist, big pharma girl. She coronated herself the queen of dox, except she only doxes white people, especially straight white men. Guess that makes you a racist, a bigot, and a heterophobe. Okay, let's get into this. With my son at the time, cameras everywhere, children, adults, witnesses, in the middle of Fear 2.0 Omicron. If I had done anything she's saying, I would have been arrested. And what did the sheriff's deputies say, both of them? I had First Amendment right. Why? Because that's all I did is talk to the kids, was saying stuff to the kids as I was walking by, as they're yelling at me, shouting profanity at me. Listen to it. What did I say? Oh, you're going to save the world with your mask. We'll get into the whole mask thing, the brainwashing, in another video. You magical surgical masks. It's the magical surgical mask. It's going to keep COVID away. COVID away. Trust the science. You're the most unscientific people ever. You're the cult of cliche. Trust the science. That's the most unscientific thing ever. Science is about skepticism and challenging the scientific method. Every single scientific breakthrough has been people who've challenged consensus. Tyson, what's that doofus's name? Come on, people, jeez. Okay, you're the people. You're the people who still believe the mainstream media in 2023. And the CDC and the FDA. And then you think you know what's best for all of us. Okay, so they march on down to the La Crescenta Sheriff's Office with their masks, right? Bring their own hand sanitizer, make another sheriff deputy come out, make a statement, and he says the same thing. I have First Amendment right. Okay, I've coached my son's basketball team, baseball teams. I can handle kids, middle school kids, especially a bunch of smart-ass ones, commie youth, brainwashed by the California public schools, with face diapers on, cutting off the oxygen to their brain. I can handle them without spitting or coughing or doing anything to them at all. One of the news articles was saying, based on this guy's lies, that came over and was filming me, that I shoved their heads in the windows. Again, cameras everywhere, ridiculous. And then who would spread this? that you did this to children, and make it believable, like this propagandist here. Same thing with Fauci getting $1 million award in 2020 from a group in Israel for promoting vaccines and science. Along with them all making money on all these BioNTech IPO, October of 2019, Pfizer's partner. Oh, how about the timing of that? $14 a share. Went to almost 400 in 18 months. Red flags everywhere. Trust the science. And you people think you know what's best for all of us. Okay, so the much bigger takeaway is, what kind of evil would do this? Would lie and say you're spitting on kids? That's what we're dealing with here. All right, I'm going to move on. Lie number 2, watch this. This is how the camps and the schools are perfectly okay with your sons, with your children being molested, with them being exposed to homosexuality and becoming pedophiles themselves. How they do nothing about it. What I did when a 19-year-old counselor tried to buy my son a pair of Kyrie Irving tennis shoes, over $100 pair of tennis shoes. And nobody was doing anything about it. Nobody. Everybody thought that was perfectly fine. I'm going to go into that in the next video, lie number 2.